The most vulnerable and dangerous moment in your life is not when you're awake. It's when you're asleep and someone reaches you first. In today's video, I'm going to teach you 3 simple concepts that can save your life and the lives of people you care about. Let's check it out. People don't get attacked in their sleep because criminals are brilliant. They get attacked because nothing warned them in time. Nighttime attacks, including home invasions, succeed for one reason. The victim was still asleep or unaware when the intruder reached effective proximity. By the time awareness occurred, the danger had already arrived. This video is not about gadgets, weapons, or fighting styles. This is about how nighttime attacks actually work, and the 3 variables that determine whether you even get a chance to respond. Those variables are time, noise, and proximity. When you're asleep, you are not operational. You have no reaction time, no motor control, and no ability to make decisions. While you're asleep, nothing is happening cognitively or physically that allows you to respond to any type of threat. When you wake up suddenly, you don't become functional instantly. You enter a state called sleep inertia. During this phase, reaction time is delayed, motor skills are degraded, and decision-making is slow and fragmented. Your brain is coming online while reality is already moving forward, which means you're behind the timeline from the moment you open your eyes. That's why the closer a criminal intruder gets to you before you wake up, the worse your odds become, regardless of your confidence, your size, your strength, or your self-defense training. The hard truth is that nighttime survival is usually decided before physical contact ever occurs. One additional factor people rarely consider is how sleep aids, medications, alcohol, and cannabis affect them at night. These substances can deepen unconsciousness, delay waking, and extend sleep inertia. That means awareness occurs later, reaction time is worse, and orientation takes longer. In a scenario where timing is critical, anything that further delays waking or slows cognition increases risk. And I'm not here to judge. I'm just pointing out how these substances can compound vulnerability. Most people never think about any of this until it's too late. And that's exactly why I wrote When Seconds Count. This book goes far deeper than I can cover in any single video and focuses specifically on how violence unfolds at night, when awareness is delayed, reaction time is compromised, and mistakes compound fast. It focuses on preparation most people never consider, how home defense actually fails, how reaction windows collapse, and how to structure your home and mindset before anything ever happens. If you're serious about preparing yourself and your family, you'll find this book invaluable. I'll put a link in the description down below if you'd like to check it out. And for my War Machine Elite members, you can stream the audiobook version of When Seconds Count that's professionally narrated by John Eastman. You can find it in the members only section of this channel. And if you're not already a War Machine member, click the join button below to check out all the different membership options we have available. The first variable is time, specifically how long it takes an intruder to gain entry and move through your home. Gaining entry into an occupied home is not instantaneous. Locks do not stop attackers, but they force physical work to occur before entry is achieved. That work requires movement and effort, and it takes time to complete. That delay matters because it creates a window in which noise is produced, and noise can wake you before proximity is reached. Most people misunderstand this and think locks exist to keep bad people out. They don't. Their real function is delay. Delay increases the chances that an intruder has to make noise while they're still outside effective proximity. And that early noise is what gives you the chance to wake up orient, and act. The second variable is noise, specifically early warning. If someone can move through your home quietly, you've already lost initiative. Early warning exists for one purpose: to break silence. Locks, alarms, and animals all exist to make movement audible. They turn quiet approach into detectable activity and remove the advantage of silence before someone gets close enough to act. This is where dogs enter the conversation, and this distinction really matters. Dogs can be excellent alert systems. They can hear and smell better than you and detect presence and movement long before you ever will. That makes them valuable as early warning, especially at night when your awareness is compromised. But let me make this point perfectly clear. Dogs should never be used as tools of self-defense. They're not for protection. They're not weapons, and they are not there to handle an intruder for you. Their value is noise. Their value is alerting you. Their value is waking you up before proximity is achieved. This also means this is not an argument for going out and getting a dog just to use it as a noisemaker. Owning a dog is a tremendous responsibility. A dog should be treated as a family member, not a piece of equipment. And if you choose to have one, you should also be prepared to protect it, not place it between you and the intruder or assume it exists simply to solve your personal problems. The moment you treat a dog as a defensive solution instead of an alert system, you're outsourcing responsibility, and that is a huge mistake. Hey, we're about to get back into the video, but let me ask you something. Do you want to legitimately accelerate your self-defense skills? And are you sick of clickbait videos teaching absolute garbage? Or tired of being misled by unqualified wannabe experts who have zero credibility or experience? If the answer is yes, now is the time to join my War Machine memberships. As a member, you're going to get exclusive access to in-depth training videos, exclusive full-feature video content, downloadable training PDFs, and direct insights you're not going to find anywhere else. Plus, you're going to have direct access to me in the comment section of all my videos. So if you have questions, you're going to get real, detailed answers from me and not some random keyboard warrior. So if you're serious about mastering real-world combat skills, hit the join button below and start training like a true war machine. Now, let's get back to the lesson. The third variable is proximity. Distance still matters inside your own home. Every additional barrier, every closed door, every threshold, every obstruction creates noise, consumes time, and delays proximity. Even something as simple as a locked bedroom door forces movement to announce itself and adds another layer before your sleeping space is reached. This matters far more at night than during the day because awareness and reaction are already compromised. Once someone reaches your sleeping space undetected, you're no longer reacting early. You're reacting late and behind the timeline. At that point, you're not managing a situation. You're trying to recover from one. This is why contemporary fighting arts is different from every single martial art and combat sports system out there, because every one of them begins after awareness has already occurred. They assume you're awake, standing, oriented, and fully aware that a fight is about to happen. Nighttime violence doesn't work that way. Real self-defense isn't defined by what happens once punches are thrown. It's defined by everything that happens before that exact moment. Contemporary fighting arts was built around that reality. It addresses the phases all systems ignore: the pre-contact phase, delayed awareness, timing failures, and the points where people are already losing before techniques ever come into play. That's the difference. At night, you don't survive because you're dangerous. You survive because you were alerted early enough to wake up, orient, and act, and because you plan for that moment ahead of time. That early information improves reaction time and orientation, which allows earlier action. What happens next, whether proximity is delayed, managed, or reached, is determined by your environment, your preparation, training, and decisions. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys at the next video.